Ooh, what's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG WTF LOL FTW BRB, and welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2013 Mod Spotlights. That's what I believe I called them. Whatever. Either way, this week we are booking Ring of Honor 2015, and we are booking what I believe a lot of you have been looking forward to, one of our ROH New Japan crossover events, one of two of the crossover events. This one is Global Wars. And I originally thought this one was in Philly, but actually I was wrong. This one is actually in Canada. So we are going to be going to Ontario, or Toronto, which is what I believe, right? It should be. Whatever. I know it's at Toronto. So we are going to be going to the Ted Reeve Arena in the Ontario region. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not Canadian. I'm almost positive. And that's that. I'm excited to book this show, so let's just jump right into it. The ROH New Japan Global War show. Our main event of the night will be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jay Briscoe, of course. Actually, out of curiosity, who is more popular? Most likely AJ Styles, to be completely honest, indeed. But he'll be in the semi-main. But I'm confused. I'm not confused. Curious to see how much. He's not that popular in the Maritimes either. Interesting. Well, not the Maritimes, in Canada. Huh. Well, either way, still gonna do it. It'll be Briscoe versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Might even have AJ in the main event, to be completely honest with you. So, how long is our show? Again, I believe we are. That's a pretty short show. Did I screw up? Most likely. Wouldn't surprise me. It doesn't tell you. Well, son of a bitch. I don't know my times that well, that's why I said that. Either way, I'm stalling. Shinsuke versus Briscoe. We're not making it 30 minutes long. I still think that's an outrageous amount of time for a main event. We will make this about 25 minutes, with Jay Briscoe getting the victory in an open, slow-built match. The ROH World title does not need to be on the line. And before this match, actually, it's not going to be the main event, I decided. We are going to do actually, pre-booking just to make sure. Okay. Just wanted to double check. We are going to do a 6-man tag match. It'll be AJ Styles teaming up with Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson to take on Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. So it'll be the Bullet Club, AJ Styles, and the Young Bucks versus Strong and Red Dragon. And I honestly think this would be a really good match. We'll have them go for 16 minutes. 16 minutes with AJ getting the victory in an open, slow-built match. Better yet, let's make it 15 and we'll have it go all out. And that'll be the semi-main event. So let's go ahead and put in our opening bout, which will be Jushin Thunder Liger versus Matt Sydal. We'll have you guys go for the 13-minute marker. Let's actually make it 10 minutes. And we'll have Matt Sydal get the victory in an open, all-out match, and we'll have him work the crowd and not make it all out. Just to put my worker over, of course. Well, I shouldn't be greedy. I'm putting my 2 main workers over, so yeah, we'll have Sydal lose this match actually, so Let's remove that and have it be Jushin Thunder Liger get the victory. And then after that match, we'll go into Killer Elite Squad versus War Machine. And have this be a... Should we do 10 minutes again? Or should I do 13 minutes? It's almost like I can hear you guys screaming at me. Do 10, do 13, do 11. No, make it 5. What do I want to make this, Nerds and Geeks? What do I want to make this? I'm trying to hear you. I'm saying 13. I think this will be... Let's do 12. We'll meet in the middle. I think this will be a hard-hitting bout. And we're going to have Killer Elite Squad go over, so Davey Boy Smith will win in an open bout. That'll be right here. And then we'll do Jay Lethal versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, which will be another one of our main matches. So this one will go on for 20 minutes. Jay Lethal will get the victory in an open, slow build match with manager interference. Put that bad boy right there. And then we're going to do the Addiction versus Hiroki Goto and Shibata. Have you guys go on for 16 minutes. With Christopher Daniels getting the victory in an open, slow-built match. We need to book one more minute, so we'll just make this... Actually, we'll add a minute on a different match. This will be going in between those two. So, what match do I want to add a minute to? We'll add a minute to this one and make it 15 minutes, like I was going to do before. And we can still book up to 188 minutes, but I got all of my actual matches on the card. Anybody else that's part of New Japan that I'm not using on here, such as like Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows, is because I only have them for one appearance, and there you go. So I say let's do a... Let's do... What am I looking for? There we go. No, this isn't it either. Where the heck is it? Is it in here? Yeah. I don't know why I did that. We will do a standard 6-way match. This will be... exclude book, of course. We'll put in Alex Shelley. How many appearances do we have Alex Shelley for? I think we have him for one appearance, to be completely honest. So I'm not going to put him in there. But let me double check, actually. Or did I hire him? No, he has 2 appearances, so he could be in here. I just think I didn't get Kushida, so... Yeah, that's right. I wanted to get Kushida, but New Japan was like, I think we've traded enough, so... That happened. Because I was like, oh, I can just hire Shelley, and then I'll get Kushida in, but... What can you do? So we'll do a 6-man match. We'll probably throw Alex Shelley in there just for namesake value, so... Alex Shelley... Mark Briscoe. We'll go Matt Taven. Let's go Michael Elgin. Mid-carders, let's throw in Joey Ryan and let's go ACH. So we'll have that match. Classic little, like, kind of... I've seen ROH do it a lot where they just kind of, like, throw 6 people together and say, hey, have a match. And I'm going to have Mark Briscoe get the victory in this one. And we'll even have Shelley take the loss. Just to kind of help him get that momentum for himself. So, we'll have that match. Put that right there. And I know we'll probably want to get... You know what, let's do that match. I was thinking about it, and we're going to give these guys a special treat here. Alberto El Patron, Samoa Joe. Hell yes. Have them go at it for 18 minutes. I don't even care who wins. I just want this match to happen. Alberto El Patron versus Samoa Joe. We'll put that in between these two. And we'll even add an angle where it's an open challenge. Alberto El Patron issues the open challenge. Give him like 3 minutes to work with. And then we'll do the accepted challenge of Samoa Joe. So it'll be Alberto El Patron. Oh, excuse me. Samoa Joe and then El Patron. Make that like 2 minutes. And I can imagine the crowd just being like, oh shit, basically. Like, we're about to get Alberto El Patron and freaking Samoa Joe. I even got like starstruck there for a second. And then let's do a fatal 4-way match. Just to get more people on the card. We'll throw Michael Bennett on here. I'm going to get Chris Hero on there because he'll most likely end up winning the match. Let's put Adam Page. Anybody else I want to put on here? Let's go Silas Young. And I think this will be the final match. So have it be like 10 minutes long. Let's just make it 13 for funsies. Chris Hero gets the match. Open. And let's have not Adam Page taking the loss. Let's have Silas Young taking it because I want to make sure it's not Adam Page. And we will put that in between those two, and that'll do it for this part of the show. As for the pre-show, let's do... Okay, I got a couple ideas I could do here. Let's do a singles match where it's going to be Beretta versus Rhett Titus. You know what? I have a better idea. Let's do a tag team match. And we'll do Roppongi Vice versus Beretta. Not Beretta. Rhett Titus and Will Ferrara. And we're going for 10 minutes pre-show. It's actually 8 minutes for a minor match, so let's just do that. And let's just make it an open match. So we have that. Anybody else that I want to get on this card? Might as well try to get Dalton Castle on the card. I just don't know who against. I don't necessarily want to sacrifice Tommaso Ciampa. So let's just move on. Alright, nerds and geeks, welcome to those who clicked on the annotation if I put it up. If not, please remind me. I tend to forget. And I really enjoy this card. I think it's going to be a really good show. Hopefully the fact that some of these guys really aren't that popular doesn't affect it. Either way, let's run this show, nerds and geeks. I'm excited for this. ROH New Japan Global Wars taking place in front of... Wow, good draw. This is a good crowd. 1,011 people. I like that in the Ted Reeve Arena. And it's live on pay-per-view. Hell yes. So about that, I had solid in reaction, but not much Wayne Heat. Roppongi Vice defeating Rhett Titus and Will Ferrara when Beretta defeated Titus with the Tornado DDT. So, this is the pre-show, by the way. The performance of Rocky Romero said it's being good, so that might be something to look into with Rocky Romero. Interesting. And then we go on to our first opening bout of the night. Gets a 54 C-. Had a good crowd and good action. Jushin Thunder Liger defeating Matt Sydal in 9:48 by pinfall with the Liger suplex. I just imagine this being a pretty good match altogether. And then we move on to a standard ROH staple where they just like to throw in 6 competitors and have them go out and have fun. Solid in reaction, but not much Wayne Heat. Mark Briscoe defeating Alex Shelley, Matt Taven, Michael Elgin, Joey Ryan, and ACH when Briscoe defeated Alex Shelley with the Shooting Star Press. Holy crap. I think I'm going to have to change some of these guys' things, like maybe Froggy Bow. I don't think Shooting Star Press might be the right move there. Just a way to keep building up Mark Briscoe, because I have big things in store for Briscoe. Then we have another New Japan ROH crossover match. It's a 48D plus Solid in reaction, but not much weight in heat. The Killer Elite Squad defeating War Machine in 13 minutes and 10 seconds when Davey Boy Smith Jr. defeated Raymond Rowe with the sharpshooter. So, oh wow, Davey Boy got a 16 on his gimmick. Sucks for him. Although the match did lift the crowd, so that's good. And Raymond Rowe is improving in performance. We move on to a 56C- match, just a standard Fatal 4-way match. Kind of just a Fatal 4-way that helped put over Chris Hero, gain him some more momentum for his match against Jay Lethal coming up at the pay-per-view. Solid in reaction, but not much weight in heat. Hero defeating Michael Bennett, Adam Page, and Silas Young, when Hero defeated Silas Young with a rolling elbow. Bennett is improving in Rumble skills, and Young is improving in Rumble as well. Moving on, we have another New Japan ROH crossover match. And about that, a good action and good crowd. Lethal, the ROH World Television Champion, defeating Hiroshi Tanahashi in 19 minutes and 43 seconds with the flying elbow drop after interference from Truth Martini. So Lethal getting a huge victory there over Tanahashi. Then we move on to another crossover match that gets a 64C. About to have a good crowd and a good action. The Addiction, Christopher Daniels, the #1 contender towards the ROH World Championship, and Frankie Kazarian, defeating the New Japan IWGP World Tag Team Champions. I think that's what they're called. Hiroki Goto and Katsuri Shibata. And Shibata is actually also the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. In 15 minutes and 35 seconds when Daniels defeated Goto with the best moonsault ever. Got a 64C. Kazarian and Daniels have great chemistry teaming with each other. Announcing quality was not up to the same standard as a match, but that's okay. Moving on, we have a 68C+ as Alberto El Patron comes out to the ring talking about how great he is, issuing an open challenge. And it is accepted by Samoa Joe, 71B-. Joe coming out saying, oh, I read it wrong for a second. Comes out saying he accepts the match, so a nice little unannounced match for the crowd tonight. This might be the best match on the card. Or not. It might still be, actually. 64C featured great action and a good crowd. Alberto El Patron defeating Samoa Joe in 18 minutes and 8 seconds with the bridging German suplex. Joe is improving in technical skills. We move on to a 6-man tag match. Bullet Club members AJ Styles and the Young Bucks taking on Roderick Strong and Red Dragon. This is kind of a match, kind of just a tease for the build up towards the tag team match at the pay-per-view. 57C- with about to had a good crowd and good action. AJ Styles and the Young Bucks defeating Roderick Strong and Red Dragon when AJ Styles defeated Bobby Fish with the Super Styles Clash. AJ Styles' performance stood out as being good as well. Fish is improving in performance and Nick Jackson's improving in Rumble. And then we have our main event of the night gets a 62C that featured good crowd and a good action. Jay Briscoe defeating Shinsuke Nakamura in 25 minutes and 21 seconds with a double underhook pile driver. All in all, our show increases our popularity in 16 regions. So who got the best match of the night? 62, best match so far seems to be 264s. The Addictions match and El Patron. So what I'll do is I'll tell both... Can I not? There we go. Tell both Patron, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels that they all did a good job. So let's go complimented on good performance, and good performance, since they all got the same rating. Patron's pleased, Joe's pleased, and Daniel is pleased. The speech has been given. That was a really good show, Nerds and Geeks. I'm definitely pleased with how that show turned out. Increased our popularity in a bunch of regions. I feel like we used the New Japan stars perfectly. It's despite the fact that I put under 2 of New Japan's biggest stars in Shinsuke Nakamura and Hiroshi Tanahashi. All in all, though, feedback has been awesome. And Jushin Thunder Liger is apparently heading for injury. Matt Sydal, what are you doing? Almost injuring a legend like Jushin Thunder Liger. Look at this. Minor Morales, she's got some people. And then a lot of people with 1 appearance left on their contract. Oh no, Raymond Rose entered final negotiations. Need to get him. And that was the only time we had Jushin Thunder Liger. Liger is no longer with us, so that sucks. So, first thing, let me extend the contract of Ray Monroe. Negotiate. Have him with us for 5 years. And 420. blaze it. Okay. Oh, too low, eh? How about 320? No? 350? 350. All right, Raymond Rowe. We'll do 350. And let's delete all these. Scarlet Bordeaux has minor morale issues. Well, guess what, Scarlet? I don't need you, so deuces. You're gonna complain. Get out of here. Oh, you have minor morale issues too. All right, all right. I'm just gonna have to let you go too. I'm sorry. So CZ deuces. Okay, cool. J Diesel, you got minor morale issues? I'm just messing with you, J Diesel. I'm not gonna fire you. So I might as well just skip forward one night. I'm just wondering how much money that ended up costing us, to be honest. But I don't really care. I had fun booking that show. I think that would have been an amazing show to watch. I think all those matches would have been amazing to watch. We already know some of them would have been because, well, we've seen them. And I think, you know what, I am going to do it. I'm booking it right now, officially announcing it at the ROH anniversary show. We are going to see a one-on-one bout between AJ Styles and Roderick Strong. Boom. What a match that'll be. And that's going to do it for this episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favor. Comment, like, subscribe as always. My name's been OMGWTF, LOL, FTW, BRB. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, have a wonderful day, nerds and geeks.